Welcome back to day 2 of our deck makeover. Here's a quick reminder of where we started and our inspiration photos. Last time we pressure washed the deck, so this weekend we started off at the Home Depot to grab the materials that we need for this deck project. We want to give a huge thank you to the Home Depot for gifting us the materials for this deck makeover, including the lumber, framing nailer, and stain that we use on the deck. First things first, we needed to replace this rotted bottom step. You can see here that this piece of lumber had become one with the earth. Luckily, the rest of the deck is in pretty good shape despite it being 30 years old, which is fantastic. We used the old pieces of lumber to trace out the angles and cuts that we needed to replace these steps. And let me tell you, it is a very rare occurrence when nothing goes wrong during a DIY project, but that was the case today. I was worried we might have to replace more than just the top step, but we didn't. So we were able to move on with demoing this little planter box here, which we do plan on replacing because it is such a cute feature. And then we added some balusters for safety and a little extra structural support for these railings. Once we finished installing all of the balusters, we did a little bit of weeding so that there weren't any plants that would touch the deck when it was wet with stain, and then swept everything down so that we had a nice clean surface. Since this is an older deck, we're using a solid stain to help hide any imperfections, and we're using the Bare waterproof stain and sealer in the shade Russet. And right off the bat, I spilled a little bit. I got stain on my new leggings. I don't know why I wore new leggings to stain a deck. That was very silly. But the stain had really nice coverage. It was very easy to work with, and after one coat, it was looking pretty good. We might do a little bit of touch-ups in the second coat, but here's a reminder of where it started, and here's what it looks like now. I think it looks so nice. I really like the color. And next up, we are going to paint the siding, so stay tuned for more.